Viagra single packs. Some
Ladies
guys
and
with
gentlemen,
ED can take
gentlemen and
Viagra when they
ladies,
need it.
ladies and gents, here we are on this Thursday, the 26th of January, and we got a little bit of Morris Day. He's gonna explain to you why you really shouldn't wait for him, and I agree with him. Got a little something I want to share with all of y'all. We're gonna get a little personal here today. Working on some things, got my updates for my Adobe software going on, and we got a nice little morning rising of the sun going on because it's that early in the morning, as you can see. Oh no, you can't see the clock, can you? Well, it's 7:15 in the AM. Just got finished helping somebody with their discovery request. That discovery request can be used by all of you who are asking for subpoenas, because what most of you have figured out by now, that I do a combination of documents. I never just do one document. When, why do one thing when you can include everything? You don't have to include the kitchen sink. That's right. You ain't got to include the kitchen sink. It ain't necessary. Okay. I do have to check this, so give me 1 second. This is on me. Gotta check the volume there because I got my volume in my ear turned down a little bit. Why? Because we gon' have a mellow morning. Well, eventually I'm gonna put that subpoena request. And basically what you're doing is you're adding this to the subpoena when you put the name on the subpoena. This is designed to be sent to the IRS, the Treasury, the U.S. Department of Agriculture. You want to get a copy of the master file, so you're going to send it also to the Social Security Administration. That's why you're asking for at least 15 different subpoenas. And remember, these are public agencies, and this is your accounts, so they cannot refuse you this information. And again, we should be making it Freedom of Information Act request. So what I need to do, give me 1 second. This is the registered agent document that we talked about yesterday, but I need to open this. Like I told you, I was just working on this. We need to make this, we gonna bring you down one. Don't wait for me, y'all. We're gonna make it a Freedom of Information Act request. We got discovery, we got subpoena. That's not supposed to be in this. Sorry guys, I gotta put you on pause. Gotta answer the phone. Yes?
Let me talk to you for a minute, baby. I mean, wants to be in love. I'm a bad influence on the word love. Not me. Oh, girl. Not now. Don't wait for me. I'll just make love to you, girl. Set you free. I'm just the young man. What makes you think that I have the time?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the people who I'm helping with their notice of removal and their bankruptcies. And so we were going over some things. This video was supposed to be for me letting you all know that there are a lot of people out there charging people for services. You're not paying for a service with me. Satcom, yes, you'll pay for a service. But with me, you're paying for my time. And although I value my time, I need to make sure you value my time. Which is why there's a security deposit with the people coming on the Satcom. Why? Because we have and other companies have tried this, just hiring somebody and you don't know nothing about the person, basically just what's on paper, what you've had through an interview or a conversation or two. That's why most people are on a probationary period. Well, with SATCOM, the probationary period is 6 months. Okay? The probationary period being 6 months is for a reason. What reason is that, Mr. Eeon? Well, that reason is this. We'll be dealing with people's information, personal information, social security numbers. The young lady who I'm helping with her subpoenas, her social security number is in that document. Nobody else is going to see that social security number. You want me to prove it to you? There's a copy of the document. Hold on. Let's go down. Her social security number would be right in here. See that highlighted section? That's where her social security number would be. You won't find that on this document. Why? Because it's nobody's business. The case number, her address, all that information, not your business. Okay? So you won't find it. So that you don't have access to her personal information. Here at the Legal Redress Commission, see, that's what I would normally say. Pretty soon we'll be saying the Legal Redress Commission because I'm going to bring the two together. I'm going to take back over my corporation. Like I said, we had an agreement. They breached the agreement. So it's time to go to court. Alright, let's get back to this. Ladies and gentlemen, at SATCOM, the situation will be our subcontractors won't have access to your personal information. The documents that they're going to receive is redacted. It'll be the actual commissioners who will be adding that information in once the documents are completed. We'll have a 3-party review process. In other words, we'll have one subcontractor reviewing the document, making sure it's worded correctly. Then we'll have another one reviewing the document, making sure there are no typos. Then we'll have another one reviewing the document, which will be a commissioner, who will be adding in the specific information for the individual, such as the name, the address, not the name and address. The name and address will already be there. The other information, such as social security number. And for the most part, we're going to be referencing the number, because you can associate files by reference. So we can associate the number by reference because they already have the number on file. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, let's get back to the subpoenas for a minute because, see, as I told you, we're going to talk about at the end of this video as to whether or not this man has taken advantage of anyone. Whether or not he's provided exactly what he said he's going to provide. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's go over the subpoena. It says you are to produce for my inspection and review each and all of the following. Any and all correspondence and other document records that are not privileged as per rules of evidence that are in your possession or expected to be in your possession, either expressly through the original agreement and or statute, documents for a complete, comprehensive, and composite accounting of the financial records with terms and definitions. This would be taken to include any and all correspondence or other documents, records that are not privileged as per rules of evidence that are in your possession or expected to be in your possession, either expressly or through the original agreement and or statute, reports, ledgers, notes, ticker symbols, QSIP, and other account numbers. Interest specifically relating to my account with my account name, number, social security number, the original note as it is this day. Also, any and all correspondence documents. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, attorneys like to use loopholes. They like to say, well, see, Your Honor, because they said this, they weren't specific enough. I'm being specific throughout the whole document. Let's show you another example of specificity. Like that word, specificity. Uh-oh, went too far. Look at if you claim that an answer, either in whole or in part, to any interrogatory or portion thereof is subject to any privilege or otherwise objectionable or protected by or from discovery, you are to identify the subject matter and answer, the answer to which such privilege, objection, or protection is thought to apply, and state the ground or basis of each claim, objection, privilege, or protection, including any statutory and or decisional reference. and identify all documents, including the author and the date thereof, or other information, blah, 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 blah. Okay? This FOIA request, sorry, let me show you. Like I said, I believe in doing an all-in-one document because I have right next to me a Hewlett-Packard OfficeJet Pro 8600 Premium. Well, it's a printer, a fax machine, a scanner, a copier, and it also Wi-Fi and so forth. It does legal and letter size. It also does dual-sided copies on legal and letter size. The scanner can handle legal and letter size document. In other words, it's an all-in-one. Well, this document is an all-in-one because it's a FOIA demand. It is a subpoena demand. It is also a discovery demand. Ladies and gentlemen, it includes interrogatories. What interrogatories? Do your research. So it's an all-in-one. This is what we're going to attach to our subpoenas. And for those of you who say, well, they won't give me subpoenas, I can't help you on that. You need to know the rules, you need to know what your rights are, and you need to insist on getting your subpoenas without getting yourself in jail. See, there's a way to insist without being belligerent, without being ignorant, without being stupid. And a lot of you don't know how to avoid being belligerent, ignorant, and stupid. Sorry, it's the truth. So why would I sugarcoat it for you? I have people calling me now, texting me, emailing me, saying they don't want to offend me. Ladies and gentlemen, my attitude is prevalent on every single video. Go ahead, go back 4 years ago. The videos are up on the site 4 years ago. Notice that I haven't changed. I still hate ignorance. I still hate stupidity. That won't change. So, if you don't want to offend me, then don't do the things for which I say are offensive. I got people plagiarizing me, saying, oh, Eeon, Eeon, you're amazing. Oh, I just love your videos. They are so funny. Oh, they are hilarious. Knee slapping. And when you said this about that and that about this, oh, that was so amazing. Nobody else could do it better. Oh, you're like Hallmark. You're a breath of fresh air. You warm all the hearts. I am so glad that Valentine's Day is soon to be here because you warm my heart. I want to give you tons of Valentines. Oh, by the way, I have a mortgage, and I got another mortgage, and I got another mortgage, and they're all in foreclosure, and I need your help. I need your help immediately. Please, 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 please. How much do you charge? It doesn't matter what you charge. If you want to charge $100,000, I'll pay you $100,000 in advance today with no obligation. You don't even have to help me. I'll give you the $100,000 for free. This is what people are doing to me. Many of them think that they can offer me money. Go ahead, look at the videos. See if I can be bought. Go ahead, everyone, look at the videos. See if I can be bought. Go ahead and go through the court case. I'll give you the case number. It's Puerto Rico, Federal District Court, 13 CR, criminal, 0058 ADC, A as in apple, D as in dog, C as in Charlie. Stands for Ada Delgado Colon. She's the so-called, or was the so-called presiding judge of that court. You're going to see what I put them through. But go ahead and see how they tried to buy me, how they tried to offer me time served, how they tried to say, we'll get rid of this case. We'll let you go. You can go home now. That was 11 months. You can go home now. All you have to do is plead guilty. One charge. You go home now. You're free. And I told them, no. 14 months. No. 17 months. No. 23 months. No. I cannot be bought. Everybody has a price. Yes, I do. I got 2 fingers that are sitting prominently in the middle of each of my hands. You can sit and spin for all I care if you think you can buy me. You cannot buy a person of integrity. And there's not one person on this planet will say that I don't have integrity. So stop offering me money, people. You're only offending me every single time. Although you don't hear me say it to you in response in the email because I'm trying to save your feelings. You cannot buy me. That's why I keep saying the people are paying for my time, and what they're paying is minimal. $300 to $500 for doing 7 to 8 to 10 motions for people, taking them through both bankruptcy and federal district court, and doing motions in both courts, and then when they get dismissed, I'm doing the notice of reconsideration and the appeals. That's me. And that's not part of our agreement. I'm doing above and beyond, several times above and beyond. Why? Because that's me. That's always been me. It ain't about the money. I just want to make sure the people appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Just because you say you appreciate, those are words. Oh, by the way, those of you who are really, really there, who are supportive, who have been there from the beginning, who have stuck by me in my trials. That's what Paul says. That's what the one and only, the true Christ Jesus said. You are the ones who have stuck with me in my trials. You can find that in Luke, the 22nd chapter. You can find that in John, the 13th through the 16th chapter. You are the ones who have stuck with me through my trials. You are the ones who have sat up there and prayed for me when I was in that facility, and then when I was in the Puerto Rican facility. You are the ones who continue to pray for me even now. Valerie, Lori, you guys know I appreciate you. So I'm not talking to those of you who truly, truly, truly have been there and who haven't taken advantage of me. And even if you did, look, I told all of you, family comes first. I'm watching I finished watching the first season of Luke Cage. Didn't think I was going to get into it, that's why I was avoiding it, but I actually like it. It's alright. A little cheesy in spots, but Luke Cage is alright. Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not advertising Luke Cage as far as violence or anything. I know it's all special effects. I'm not advocating any of that. Okay? Don't watch the dumb stuff, skip right through it, or I avoid it altogether because that's my policy. I censor my own movies. I get rid of all the stuff that don't need to be there. Okay? So stop trying to judge me based on your standards, because my standards and your standards don't agree with each other. I told you, a man of integrity, and my first integrity is to the God I serve. Let's get back to this point that I want you to understand. My own brother tried to use me because he had a situation he wanted to have done. Now, I told all of you, he's family. He gets to do that. The rest of you don't. But not even he got to do that. To this day, there has been a rift between he and I, and it's a continual one. It just didn't start yesterday. It is a continual rift. Why? Because he thought he could play me, and he still tries to play me and manipulate me. People, I don't allow that from anybody. His biggest gripe is that I was helping all of you when he needed my help. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't need my help. He had received an olive branch from the system. So he had an opportunity to relax. And I even made sure that he had an opportunity to relax. And yet, he squandered the opportunity to relax and made things harder on himself. I'm not going to play Captain Save-A-Hole with everybody, especially when I know that your intentions are not with my intentions, my great intentions in mind. So, because of me helping you, he's not happy. See, I put you people ahead of my own interests, ahead of my own family. That's right, I said you people, Ross Perot. And I'm not going to stop tomorrow. Go back, take a look at the last since 2000, well, let's go back to 1998 when I first had the idea of starting the Legal Redress Commission. As I did the interview with Eeon, you'll see me talking about the Security Acquisitions Trust Commission, because I was already getting ready to do the Nevis Foundation in 2012. When it was first brought to my attention, I was doing the research on it. This is not something that I just made up last week. I don't own the Security Acquisitions Trust Commission, SACCOM. I'm just one of its board members, and I'm a junior board member at that. But the principles, because as I said, I'm a man of principle, the principles behind the organization are well established. I've talked about it over and over again for over 10 years now. And on video, whoa, I just realized we're going almost 9 years. Me documenting things on video and on the internet, documenting this information has been since 2005. That's 12 years of documentation, letting everybody know exactly who I am, what I am, and what I'm about. People say, but you got a criminal complaint, criminal charge against you. I don't give a about that. That ain't got nothing to do with this. Go ahead and compare the two and see if they have anything to do with each other. If the fact that I have been in jail before and some of you don't like that, you can kiss my black. Censored, 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 censored. Look, I'm going to have to pause this because we're going to be censoring this for the next 18,000 hours of me telling you where you can go and how you can get there and what you can spin on and how many cokes and how many smiles you can have. And you can be just like Richard Pryor. You can tell Bill Cosby and your mama to shut the... Okay? Because I don't care. I'm not here to please you. Now, I got people who talk about they don't like my videos. I don't give a how you feel about the videos, people. I don't care if you like them, you don't like them, you appreciate them. This is my channel. I'm going to do things my way. And my name ain't Sinatra, nor is it Frank. But I will do things my way. If you don't like it, don't visit. Don't listen. But wait a minute. That's the reason you're here. You're here because you know you're going to get some information that is vital to what you're trying to do. Let me give you an example. I had a young lady call me yesterday. She told me that she had gotten her birth certificate back. She told me that the agency she got her birth certificate back through. And I'm like, well, why did you send it to them? I said, I understand why you would send it to them, but why did you send it to them? Well, because you said in one of your videos, excuse me? Because I said in one of my videos, what did I say? Well, you referred us to a code and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, what did that code say? Well, I'm not in front of the code now. I'm not in front of my computer. I'm out in the street. I don't care where you out in front of. You called me telling me that somebody had did something, that they had returned something to you, but you didn't give me any details as to why they returned it. Well, I haven't talked to them yet. What do you mean you haven't talked to them yet? Wait, what are you calling me for then? Well, I was just calling to inform you. Well, look, I'll tell you what you do. You call me and you inform me after you call them to find out why they sent it back, and then we can work from there. Just calling me and telling me they sent it back, that's useless information. What am I going to do with the fact that somebody sent something back to you without knowing the reason why? Oh, you want me to speculate? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I go through. Okay, I've told many of you about my chronic insomnia. I think that I finally solved it. There is a product. Sorry, you guys know how I do not do name brands, and I do not advocate for anybody. But this product is called the #1 sleep brand, all new, Altril, A-L-T-E-R-I-L, or Altril, okay? Dietary supplement. Guess what it says? It says it's a fast-acting soft gels, natural sleep aid. You know, I gotta give this some credit. I don't wake up drogging, but I took that 2 days ago, and I only took one. And I slept the entire night through last night. And I slept the entire night through the night I took it. It actually allows me to go to sleep on time every night. without having to fight to go to sleep, because I suffer from chronic insomnia. Well, this natural sleep aid, the first one I've taken that doesn't make me feel groggy, dries me out like Benadryl does, or anitriptyline, which is actually an antihistamine, but they use it as a psychotic medication. Why? Because it calms people down. That was the only medication that allowed me to sleep. Plus, I love the fact that the dreams that I would have taking anitriptyline. But taking this medication, this sleep medication, the dreams are the same. And it's all natural. And without all the chemicals of anitriptyline. Because I was stuck on anitriptyline, but I knew anitriptyline was just a bunch of chemicals. The actual brand name of anitriptyline is Elavil. Okay? Well, don't need to take that junk anymore. Don't need to go to a doctor to get a prescription to go to sleep. I can actually take this natural supplement. And that's all it is a supplement. It's just the gel capsules, they're too strong. If it's lasting for 2 to 3 days, I need something that's just going to last through the night. But again, I'm not feeling groggy or anything. So I just want to let you guys know that everything seems to be working okay. Okay, now that I've explained how I'm able to get some rest now, although yesterday I was feeling really horrible for the middle part of the day, having some breathing problems. That happens every once in a while with this disease, muscular dystrophy. The muscles for the lungs get really, really tired and fatigued. And so I can say yesterday I was really fatigued. But that being the case, I ended up getting up and doing what I thought would take me hours to do in less than 15 minutes. So yeah, let's just say everything is okay. I do love you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I definitely want to let you know about the subpoenas that we've worked out a document. This will be on the site. Many of you also know about this document. We got less than 3 minutes, so this document, the resignation of agent and agency. And then many of you know about this document. Where are we at? Come on, right there. I love you so right now, my baby. Hey, yeah. Okay, many of you know about the affidavit. Okay, that we have just redone and posted the new affidavit, power of attorney, on the For-Share site. The link for the affidavit is in the last 3 videos. This video being included in that last 3 video statement. Okay, the link for the affidavit will be there. The link for the addendum of the Social Security, not Social Security, the subpoenas will be there as well. Okay, the link for the registration of registered agent, you'll have to get that for your specific state. You'll have to amend it as you see fit. We've already done the video showing you why it's necessary. Well, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, we're going to stop this now before we get to 29 minutes so that you can have the time to digest the information. And thank you once again for listening to this, the Eeon YouTube channel, as we bring you the information you need, that we feel you need, and bring it to you in a concise and condensed format to where you can put it all together. Have a good day, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Goodbye.